Have you ever answered, "What are you doing these days?" with a desire to tell that person how very, very busy you are? Because as Christian women, we wear busy like a badge of honor. I know what that feels like. And I used to get really, really caught in it. I had a friend who called me early in the morning and told me all the things she had accomplished already. And I was not an early riser. I didn't hit the road running. And I'm fine with that now, but I was not great with it then. And I felt very less than. I want to talk to you about perfectionism and performance pressure because it's so prevalent in Christian culture. And as a Christian woman who wants to achieve excellence and wants to hear "well done" at the end of your life, I know that you, like I have and sometimes still do, struggled with this. So let's talk about why and what we can do about it. I said that we often wear it like a badge of honor, don't we? So the first thing that we need to do is to be okay with resting, with stopping, and being okay with not having a long, well, unachievable list of things to do every day. That is discouraging, isn't it? And we are praised for serving hard, showing up, being reliable, and that's good. But we have to learn to say no. Very important to have boundaries. Say no so that you can say yes to the things that really are God's assignment for you. They really are what He wants you to do. But you have to sit at His feet and listen in order to know what those are. You have to be in the Word of God. And as you begin to change, you will begin realizing that your productivity doesn't measure your spiritual maturity. It doesn't prove that you are closer to Jesus because you are so busy. Serving Him doesn't mean that you know Him. It doesn't mean that you're in close fellowship with Him, right? We don't mean to strive. We don't mean to striving with our relationship with Christ, but we can't seem to stop. It takes practice. It takes conscious effort to do that. If you felt guilty for resting, I'm talking to you. And there are this is true, that certain personalities, certain genetic predispositions set you up for this. I want you also to think about, as a mom, if you're a Christian wife and mom, that you need to stop that cycle in your own parenting. You need to stop cultivating a sense in your children that they are never going to quite measure up, that they have to be busy every second of every day, fall into bed exhausted, and that they'll never achieve all the things on their to-do list and that they need to add more things. You need to back off. That is performance pressure. There are certain cultures, and the Christian culture, unfortunately, is one of them, that really escalates that. Your performance does not equal how close you are to the Lord. And I want you to have peace, okay? Is it possible to have peace? Yes. It's God's will for you to have peace. Don't compare your productivity or your spiritual life to anyone else's. I've said before that no two people have the same relationship as another two. Nobody on earth has the same relationship with God that you do because you are both different. Cultivate that relationship with Christ. It's very special and very unique. And peace does not have anything to do with your performance. That is not from God. So I want to talk about a shift, okay? I want you to start living from grace, from a place of grace. You need to learn to give yourself grace. Did you know that? Learning to give myself grace has been freeing and life-changing. It has allowed me to stop when I'm not done, to not feel that I have to power through, I have to push through, I have to get it all done. No, I don't. You don't. You don't. Yes, there's a place for responsibility. Yes, there's a place for keeping your word. But if you are finding that you cannot accomplish all the things that you have said you would do without a lot of stress, you're saying yes to too many things. You need to stop. Don't say yes to one more thing until you can find that place of grace. Until you know this is from the Lord. Then say with freedom. So what does it look like to be free from performance pressure? Well, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. As you get older, you don't care so much what other people think about you. It's a wonderful thing. There are still going to be people, even good friends, who are going to make you feel that you're less than unless you're just like them, or you're less than if you're not doing life just like they are. If you don't have an answer for that question that they ask that puts you on the spot and makes you feel like, I don't have an answer. It's okay. You are not made in their image. They don't have everything figured out. Probably that question they ask or the desire for you to measure up to their standards is because they feel inferior. I've learned that over the many years that I've lived. So what does being free from performance pressure look like? Well, it looks like doing your best, yes. But then letting God take care of the rest. You're never going to be perfect. And then letting go of the fear of being misunderstood. This is a big one, friend. I hate being misunderstood. I have realized over the years that I hate being falsely accused. Anybody else in that camp with me? I don't know why, but it's really one of my biggest problems is that I hate being falsely accused and misunderstood. But I have learned to accept it a little more graciously because Jesus was misunderstood and falsely accused a lot, all the time in ministry. All of his life, basically. You have to let go of the fear of being misunderstood. People are going to misunderstand. And you don't have to explain yourself all the time. Anybody else get caught in that along with me? And then it looks like believing that rest is holy. God rested on the seventh day after creating the whole earth and everything in it before sin came into the world. Our holy God rested. We are made in his image, and rest is holy. It's not lazy. There's a time for rest. And then it looks like trusting that God's timeline is better than your checklist. You might be one of those who just puts too many things down on that list every day, and you never get through it. And you go to bed always feeling like I didn't do good enough. I didn't finish everything. Maybe what you need to do is learn to put less on your list. Your worth is not in how much you accomplish in a day. So if this has resonated with you, I invite you down below to click on the link and get my free 7 habits of high impact Christian women leaders. It's free. And then sign up for the waitlist for the Well Done Woman Academy and get in as soon as it opens up. This is Wendy Gunn.